I'm Archie Washington, and I've been in Portland for about 10 years. Been playing pinball for at least since I was about 8 or 9, back when machines were a dime for a game and 3 games for a quarter.
I'm Andy, and I've lived in Portland for about 2 years, but I grew up in Idaho, and I think I first started playing pinball when I was 10 years old because I wanted to do something on Saturdays after I was done doing league bowling. Now I play pinball 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, go for it. All right, we'll put a 5 room.
It's all about pinball. We talk about not as pros, but as people that, huge fans.
Just like there are people who race cars for a living, and then there's people who just like to work on their car in the garage, for fun. We're kind of doing the latter. There's a lot of web series and podcasts out there about competition play and tournament play, and I think we're going for more of people who love pinball just for fun. I think there may be a resurgence in real-world games. Like I think there's been a resurgence of board games lately with hipsters and millennials getting together to play Sorry and Monopoly, and I think the same thing may be happening with pinball because it's such a tactile experience. And I think there's also the nostalgia thing that's happening with boomers and Gen Xers like us. So for us, sometimes just hearing the sounds of an old electromechanical gang, the ding 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 ding, just takes us right back to being 10 years old again.
I just want to point out, what is the deal here with
Eternal Life?
with Shorty?
Oh,
Isn't
Yes.
his name Short Round?
His name is Short Round from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
one of the aspects is a game where the ball doesn't just sort of bounce around doing nothing and the shots aren't clear. That's an example of a bad game. Good game is with a good flow. When the ball hits the flipper, you know what shot you need to take next. The play field is attractive and sort of logical and what the goals are in the game.
I can tell you within a minute of playing a game whether the people who designed this game were just trying to put out a product that was, themed to a movie, or if these were people who really loved to play pinball. I would say that until a couple of years ago, until I met Archie, it was kind of something I had once played and that I would play from time to time as a pinball machine, I think I'll play that. It wasn't something that was daily or weekly. And since Archie kind of helped me rekindle my interest in the game and learning more about it, I've become a much more active, hobbyist is where I'm at now. And so I wouldn't say I'm addicted, but I am saying that I'll get cravings, where it's like, oh, I need to go play some pinball. So.
Do I get another pity ball?
No.
What is my favorite game? It's of course it's like asking to pick your favorite child. It's a machine called Space Mission. It came out in 1976 to coincide with the Apollo-Soyuz joint space mission. And the reason it's my favorite machine is it was the first machine I really learned and loved to play when I was 10 years old.
I would say there's some that I like much better than others that are higher. Like again, Monster Bash is one of my all-time favorites. Another path of adventure is where if you get the right ramp.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For pinball, it's like a low-cost, very, very rewarding, very entertaining way to pass the time. And I have my favorite games that I can always count on to give me a good time, even when they kick my ass.
I didn't lose, so I want to point that out.
I was going to say, you did not lose. I screwed the pooch.